Hey folks, it's Frith Guy here, how you doing? Welcome back to World of Warcraft. Now that we've had a drink and a bite to eat, we can continue on with our tale. We had met up with Khadgar, and he had teleported us back to Draenor, which is what Outland used to be. Yes, we had gone back in time. Next I want fell iron casings, and that means I need another 6 fell iron casings. I can make 11 altogether. Create. That's actually all of the fell iron that I've got. I may not have enough, because my handfuls of fell iron bolts, I don't know if I'm going to have enough of those. Yeah, I don't think I do. Right. Create all of them. I've only got 15 of them, which is not going to be enough to be able to make all... No, actually, it might be. Yes, it will be. Right, because I need 20 of these. 4 fell iron bolts. I need 20 in total to be able to make all of the things. I've got 8 bars left. 9 and there. Right, that leaves me with 5 fell iron bars. And we can now make 5 adamantite rifles. So we create all of those. You can see this is quite the difficult thing to go and do. See, right there. This is... And it's a slow process making the rifles as well. This is going to get us 5 points. There, we're under 51 right now. That's all it's going to get us, is just 5 points. So we've still got to be able to level up the rest of these and get them all the way through. I mean, it might be adamantite rifles are the way forward, because they don't require all that much in a way. Well, there's no expensive materials, really. It's just time-consuming to go and get the adamantite and the fell iron. But if we can get lots of fell iron and lots of adamantite, we do really well with this. So adamantite rifles, if we get another, if they stay orange now, please stay orange. Please stay orange. I really hope they stay orange. If they do, we'll be in luck. They've stayed orange. That is fantastic. That means that we can get another 5 out of those at least, which should take us to 60. And we got 15 more points. And yeah, this is where it gets expensive.
Warm wishes to you.
Train. Have you got anything? We've got nothing here at the moment. Outland Engineering 75. That's it. Outland Engineering 75.
Remain vigilant.
This is where it starts to get difficult, because you've got to go and buy blacksmithing. You've got to buy engineering recipes instead of just being able to go and do it, which does make life a lot more tricky. Okay. Now, those are in stacks of 20, so we can take a stack of those, and we can post those off to our alt at the moment. And I want... Oh, that's... my sack is gigantic. He's here in... He's here. He's around. He's in this area. 12-hole Stormwind? I thought you'd be in Shattrath for that. I honestly did, because that's where Harris Pilton was, and she's the one who sold the bag that you needed for that achievement. Okay, now I'm just confused as to why he's managed to get it. Engineering supply. Have you
wish
got...
to buy? Trade?
Have you got any cool recipes? You haven't got anything at all. Right. We'll do a bit of repairing. I don't want you. We're going to send some stuff off to our alts. I haven't actually got all that much I can send off. Not really. Partsgar has got a stack of 20 frost grenades and a stack of high explosive bombs. So we'll send those away. Oh, he's got the epic achievement. Well done, sir. We're almost there on Frith. We need one more trinket. One more trinket, and we will be done, which is absolutely brilliant. Food Gar is going to have that rotten pineapple pizza right there, and then there was an onion. A tasteless, disgusting onion that someone sent us, which, quite frankly, is a really tasteless thing to go and do. So I'll send that off. There isn't really anything else I can send off at the moment. So we keep the rest of it. Those frost things and stuff. I kind of run out of some of the things that I can do. So one thing that I would like to do... Well, what have I got? What have I got in the way of options? Engineering. Really what we're going to want to do is... I can go and do a bit with the North Rend and stuff like that. But I'm going to need, really... more fell iron. Fell iron is going to be important. I've got adamantite. I have got some bars, so we can go and smelt some of those. But really at the moment, what I want to do is I want to fly around, and I want to get some more mining. Now, we've got 46, so if I can find 4 more mining nodes, just for now, that would be great, because then that will allow us to train our mining, and we'll be able to get mining up to level... that'll be level 50 on the mining. Level 50 on mining would be absolutely brilliant. There's one. Some adamantite. Ideally, we would like to be getting fel iron, because that's the one that we're most short on. But it's always good to get the adamantite because of that. Right, there's 47. We need to find 3 more. And this is what it is. Oh, there we go. Fel iron. That's good. This is what it's like going around. And that one's a grey, though, so we don't level up if we go and get this. Right, you don't actually get a level up when you're mining. So I've got to have adamantite in order to be able to level up. And to level up the last few points with your mining, you got to mine corium. You've got to find corium ore, and you've got to mine that. And as you can imagine, that takes a bit of time. So all of these things are difficult and definitely not easy to go and do. And that's what it used to be. It used to be a lot more of a challenge to go and get, to be able to level anything up. And it was quite a cool thing. It really was. Right now it's a bit of a nuisance for me. It's a bit of a pain, because all I'm doing is I'm sort of flying around and I'm looking at the screen up here, just so that I can... Really, all I'm doing is I'm just flying around trying to find these different bits and picking up everything as I go along. But it takes time. Right? It's not the most exciting job to do, to go and find all of these bits and pieces. I mean, hopefully we will be able to get our way around. So I want to look here, and it's there that it's up here that I really want to go, because that's where I'm more likely to be able to pick up a few items. So that's the direction we're going to go. And I'm hoping that I can get a few more adamantite nodes. If I can't get them here, we will head over into Shadowmoon Valley. That's like nothing in that one. It's definitely nothing in that one. That's a brackish mixed school. Yes, we're going to need to do some of that as well. Like, we got everything that we need to do. Literally everything still needs to do. Because we need to be able to get it. We need to get stacks of everything, right? Whilst you're a pain. Whilst it's great finding the fel iron, because we do indeed need lots of fel iron, at the same time it's not great. Right, Highland Mixed Schools. There are very few places you can get those. They are deliberately in places you can only access with a flying mount. So you'll find quite a few of them in these lakes higher up in the Skethwal Mountains, because that's the only places that like the game would allow them to spawn, so that it would keep them locked into flying areas, and flying areas only. Now this up here, to come up here and do a whole load of dailies in order to be able to unlock those mounts there that you just see, these right here. For the Sky Guard, you had to go and earn a load of reputation with them. There we have an adamantite one. So you need the adamantite, and then where the adamantite spawns, rarely you get a corium one spawn instead, and that's the one that you use just for the last few points of leveling up. But we are on level 48. Just keep flying around. And you're really starting to get an idea of what this can be like, leveling mining, when the only way to do it is to go and find stuff. And there's not that many around, is there? There's not that many mining nodes around, and there's certain places where you will find more. I don't know the good places in Outland. I don't remember any of the good places in Outland, to be honest. I think that there's, some of them along here are reasonable, and I think you can sort of fly all the way along there. That's reasonable, and then Shadowmoon Valley is pretty good. There's one. There's one right there. Shadowmoon Valley in general is pretty good, I think. But I haven't sort of been round there to do enough. There's level 49. I want one more point. It's going to at least allow us some Eternium. And we'll be able to smelt Eternium. We'll be able to smelt fel steel. That, however, is not necessarily going to help them. It will help us out a bit, because we can create the Eternium. Oh, there we go. We can create the Eternium bars, and that's a good thing, right? It's a good thing to be able to do the Eternium bars. Right. And we've also got the extra materials, which is good. But mostly I'm going to need more fell iron. So I think what we'll do now is I'm going to fly along this bit along here. And you do find the occasional one on some of these islands going through. I do remember this being a place that was reasonable for finding corium. If you flew along the edge along here, you could occasionally pick up the odd bit of corium along this side. So we will fly along the edge, see if we can find any corium anywhere. You did kind of have to weave backwards and forwards, but I don't really want to do that. It's too much like hard work. And into the bone wastes up here. I'm actually going to go right over to Auchindoun in the middle so that we uncover it. Just so that we've got it uncovered. There we go, Auchindoun. And there. Still not all uncovered. So what's the rest of it? Some extra bits out here somewhere that's not Auchinai grounds, is it? Yeah? No? Okay, I don't know. There's a big area over there that's not being uncovered, and I thought that it was easier than that to get to it. Never mind. We'll run back down here and just see if there's any along here anywhere. I don't see anything. And we'll run back into Shattrath. We will get the new level up. It's not going to benefit us a great deal. I'm going to have to... I said before that I wanted to try and do the level up now and get through these, but it's going to take a lot longer than I thought. We can do a little bit of the Outland stuff and maybe the Cataclysm stuff as well. That's going to help us, but it's not going to get us all the way. We're definitely not going to be able to do it today. This is something that's going to take us a little while yet, and honestly, I thought it'd be faster than this. I did. I've grossly underestimated just how long it's going to take to be able to do this. Yeah, I really mean... And this is with people throwing loads of resources at me. I haven't had to go and gather all of this myself. We're doing a little bit of the gathering now, just because I want to really push forward just how much work is involved with going and finding all of this stuff, and just how much work has been involved with other people going and finding all this stuff for us. There's a bit more adamantite. And it's a huge amount of work. It's a big thing. There's a little bit more fell iron down there. And you also got to remember, it's not one bar either. Those 3 that I just picked up, that's 1 bar. Because you get, well, it's 1.5 bars. It's 2 pieces of ore per bar. So you've got to find a lot of stuff in order to be able to make it. I've not found any corium yet. I'm a bit disappointed with that. I was hoping to have been able to find some, at least. So there we've got 2 adamantite bars just from that bit. But lately, prices of Outland materials... I mean, I sold off a load of fell iron ore and stuff like that a couple of years ago. Absolute dirt cheap. And fell iron, it just wasn't worth the bother of stopping to go and pick it up. Now, the stuff sells for a fortune. It really does. It sells for an absolute fortune on the auction house. All of the mining materials in Outland and Northrend are worth an absolute fortune. I just missed Torvald there. He just said goodbye. Right. We need to go up there to... It's in this one here. And we will catch our mining trainer. And we will speak to him. And we'll see if we've got anything that is going to help us out. We'll also do a bit of smelting. Smelt down the bars that we have got. See what we can... see if we can get any benefits at all. So, mining trainer. Train me. We can now learn Eternium bar, fell steel, hardened adamantite, and corium bars. Yeah, that's 10 adamantite bars for that. So those 2, we've got to have mining 75.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Which is just insane. So I'm going to go there. Outland. We've got 15 Eternium. Now, I'm not going to smelt any of those at the moment because I don't know if I need them. But I do have 11 fell iron bars that I can go and smelt. We might be able to do something with those. The one thing with smelting Eternium is that it does level this up. So I am going to actually smelt the 15 that we've got. We've got the ores for it. So I'm going to smelt those into Eternium bars. And it will get us a few points. I don't know how many points it will push us up. But we are at least getting a few. So there's gone to 57. Judging by when it went green, I would say most likely it's going to go grey at level 60. It doesn't look like we're going to get another. There's 59. Oh, and oh, no, it's not. Fell steel. I can make that now. Again, that's a very expensive thing to make. I'm not going to make that now. But that's pushed us up to level 60 on the Outland mining, which is pretty good. So we've only got 15 points to go on that. That is one good thing with the smelting, is that you can use it to level you up a little bit in places. So it's going to go over here so that we can go back and use the... use this one. I want to use this one over here. And I'm going to go back to that one right there. Let's get rid of those two a minute, like that. I don't want to make that one. That's not what I'm after. So I want to make 10 adamantite frames to start with. Like that. Create 10 of those. And then... Right, that one there, that's just too expensive to make. I don't want to do that. Corium power cores, hardened adamantite tubes, and all of this. That's too expensive as well. I'm not going to make that. So the adamantite rifle definitely seems to be the way forward. Now, I'm not going to be able to get anything useful out of this. So all I'm going to do is, once I've made it, I'm going to send these off to be disenchanted. I don't know if we got anybody that disenchants in the guild. So I'll probably just send them off to my own priest, and then he can disenchant them. I'm sure there's probably someone who can disenchant these in the guild. Not sure. But they're generally pretty worthless now. All of those expensive materials that's gone into making them, it's rendered them completely worthless. And the reason that all of these materials are so expensive, one, people do want to level up their engineering, and they do want to get these various achievements. That's one reason. The other reason will almost definitely set... Right, fell iron casing, I can only make 5 of those. Alright, let's make all 5. The other reason is almost... well, that's almost definitely one of them, is so people can level up their skills, and it takes a lot more to level those skills up now than it used to. The other reason will be because of right, adamantite rifle right there. Yeah, we need more adamantite now. I can't do anything with that. The other reason is because there are some materials, there are some items that people want to make. Okay, what am I looking at here? 15. Overcharged capacitors. These are the ones that we do want to make, and we want to sell these on the auction house. I'm going to make a crystallized earth. Ooh. I'm just going to make 2 of those. They can be sold. They'll generate us a little bit of money. 1 or 2, both times. Let's do that again. Both times I only made 1. 1. Okay, that's some serious bad luck. 1 to 2 each time, and I made 1 every time. I don't know if it's changed, so it's definitely 1 every time, but that did seem like a bit of bad luck. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of these rifles that we've made. We'll start doing a little bit of Northrend stuff, but I think we might actually want to go to Northrend in order to do this, so that we can find a trainer. Okay, I didn't realize I had this. I've got the Horseman's Horrific Hood in here. A human male mask. That I don't want. But no, this dropped from the Headless Horseman when we last did it. And that's actually a boost on everything. Which is pretty cool, actually. Stage 1, unique equip, Warlords Crafted 3. This does give me a boost on it. Let's... I got the pumpkin thing at the moment. Let me get rid of the pumpkin thing. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Right, we're just going to keep that one on for now. I didn't even realize I had that. The weighted jack-o'-lanterns, you throw them at people, and it waits. There's nobody here. I was hoping there might be someone here and we could lob something at them and then laugh at them. And laugh at their misery and discomfort, but apparently that's not going to happen. Okay, so we need to get to Northrend. And we can start doing a bit of stuff with the Northrend goodies that we've got. That's... What's the quickest way to get... Actually, the quickest way to get to Northrend is to go through here. We go in here, and then we find the portal to Stormwind, which is over here. And I go through that one, and then from there, I can travel to Dalaran from in here in the Wizard's Sanctum, which is this direction, I think. Is it this side? Portal to Dalaran Crystal Song Forest. Jade Forest. Shatrath. Exodar. So some down here. I'm assuming that these down here are ones... Yeah, these are ones that we haven't unlocked yet. Got another one there, and Storm Shield Ashran. That's back in Draenor. So the one that we want is this one over here. We want to go to Dalaran. This one right here. As far as I know. I'm assuming this is the correct Yeah, this is the Northrend Dalaran. Because there's 2 Dalarans now. One of them is in the Legion zone. This is sort of the historic one that we're going to. It doesn't actually exist here. They move it. They fly it from here over to the Legion thing. So not really sure what's here when you got the Legion one. Little bit difficult to sort of keep up with everything that's going on with there. But, I mean, you can do it. You can sort of keep up with it if you try, if you focus carefully. Right. We need to go down here to the Commerce Exchange. This is the place to go, okay? So you've got a Frozen Orb Trader right here. We can trade Frozen Orbs for various different Eternals in here. And you can get Crusader Orbs, Ruined Orbs, stuff like that. We don't actually need any of that at the moment. That's not really going to be a problem. What I want to do is I want to find Fur and Leather Engineering. That's the dude that I want. We want to go into the engineering. The great thing about engineering is you've got a steam-powered auctioneer in here. Right? Go and speak to him. You've got an auctioneer. I think this is now available to everybody. I think just anyone can come along and use that, but it never used to be. It used to be the domain of engineers only. So up here in Dalaran, in Northrend, back during Wrath of the Lich King, if you wanted to use an auctioneer here in Dalaran, you had to be an engineer. That was one of the great perks of being an engineer. It was quite brilliant. Okay, look, see, I can do this. I can throw pumpkins on people like that. They don't seem happy with me. One of them even just vanished and disappeared when I did it. Okay, engineering trainer.
Well met.
Flex weave underlay, frag belt, diamond cut refractors, EMP generator, frost steel tubes.
Be careful.
Gotta keep us going for a minute. Now, where is the... Right, mining trainer is up the top end. We'll go and speak to him as well, because he may have some important stuff. And we want to go up through and into here. You've got the blacksmith at this side. Where's it? Where's the mining dude? I think he's upstairs. Now look up here. Nope, no mining dudes here. The mining is somewhere else. Where's mining? Okay, mining is... Oh, you know, it would help if we went to the mining place. This one here, right here. We've got prospecting, all that glitters... Prospecting code.
Greetings.
Mining trainer. There, I can make Saronite bars. We're going to speak to him. We've got to get Northrend Mining 75 in order to be able to deal with that one. I'm just having a look in the bank here to see if we've got anything useful now. I've got some motes of water there that we might want, and motes of air. We've also got crystallized water, crystallized shadow, and crystallized earth. And actually, I'm going to take all of the crystallized stuff, because I don't know if we're going to use it, but crystallized is Northrend items. That's all the Northrend stuff, so we're going to grab that. Doesn't look like there's anything else at the moment. Plus, I got a load of stuff in my bags, because, yes, I've just started recording again. Over the course of the last week, I've still got the stuff myself, but also Torvald has sent me a big mountain of stuff. I've got loads of items here anyway. We've got loads of Saronite ores and things like that. But I've got myself some Saronite ores and things in here. And Torvald has very kindly gone and done a whole load of stuff. Hope this helps the engineering grind. What did he lie? Oh. Lied about the pineapple. Pineapple pizza. Oh, subject pineapple pizza 20. Yeah, no pineapple pizzas, but we got some adamantite, we got a bit of motor mana, fire, loads of earth, a little bit of corium ore right there, and eternium, as well as some adamantite and fell iron as well. Fan schmastic. You didn't get the one I sent to Frith. Oh, just in case you didn't get the one I sent to Frith, we have another pineapple pizza from Relincourt. Thank you very much, Mr. Relincourt, for another pineapple pizza. That's just tickety-boo. isn't it? And then finally, we've got a couple of albatross hatchlings from Senleia. She sent them over from her alts, which we're going to go and put into the guild bank. Now, there's, hang on, let me have a little look in here. Oh, we've still got that for the 100k. There's a... We've been giving out some pets, or Torvald has been giving out some pets for people who've been logged in lately. Yeah, we're talking about the new expansion, and basically, they're squashing everything. They're basically doing a massive squash on everything, so that it'll sort of make way for the new expansion. Sum it up really, really quickly, they basically feel that they do all the adverts for the new stuff, and then people come along and think, oh, this is great, they make an alt, and then they're dumped into the old content. So they're making a brand new leveling zone for people who start out new. You go from level 1 to 10 in that zone, which will cover quite a bit of the zone. Then you go and you can choose one expansion, any expansion you like, it doesn't matter which one, and you play through it. Because the big problem that we've had is, like when we leveled in here, we did Borean Tundra, and we did Grizzly Hills. And we far out-leveled this whole place going through Grizzly Hills as well. We only needed to do Borean Tundra. I think we actually hit it before we finished that. We didn't get to experience any of the rest of it. The idea now is that you'll be able to go through and you'll be able to experience a whole area. Now, possibly with Northrend, because Northrend is so big, you'd still be able to get 2 lots out of it. Say, Borean Tundra, Dragonblight, Zuldrak, Storm Peaks, and then Howling Fjord. Or you could go Borean Tundra, Dragonblight, Sholazar, and Icecrown. And then you could go Howling Fjord, Grizzly Hills, Zuldrak, and Storm Peaks the next time round. Crystal Song doesn't really count. But in the other ones, like Pandaria, you go there at the moment and you out-level that whole area just through the Jade Forest. That's about it. And you've out-leveled Pandaria. So the new way of doing it is you will... Level 60 is going to be the new top level. You'll go from level 10 to level 50 and you pick one expansion. So then you'll be able to work through the Jade Forest, the Valley of the Four Winds, Kunlai Summit, and into one of these as well, and you also possibly the Karasarang Wilds if you want to. That you used to choose which of those two you did. You didn't have to do both of them. You did Kunlai, and then you finished up over in one of these over here. And that's kind of what you'll do now. And then the 50 to 60 will be the new expansion of the Shadowlands. That's how they're going to do it, and it does look really, really cool. I like that idea. So yeah, overall, is what I'm saying here is, it is a bit of a shame they're dropping the numbers. We're aiming to get to level 120. That's going to drop. We're going to drop all the way down. Well, we're going to have to put a stop to it now for a little while, folks, because I'm getting a bit parched. I'm also a bit peckish. So I'm going to have a bite to eat and a little bit to drink, and then we can continue onwards. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frith Guard. Goodbye, and see you later.